Ariel is in Ghana and she has legs.
Charlie.
And she's doing Adoa. And it makes so much sense because if Ariel was Ghanaian, she would be doing Adoa.
Why?
Why
Why
not?
would she be doing
She has
Adoa?
Adoa?
legs. It's cultural. It's traditional.
Accra be hard, so stress for the yard, but we still go day streets before find some meats.
Stay by plan, stay by plan. All the girls, all the boys, for stay by plan. Stay by plan, Accra, stay by plan. All the boys, all the girls, for stay by plan. Stay by plan, stay by plan. All the boys, all the girls, for stay by plan.
Just to stay by plan with a fee and zoo. All the G's for our crowd, shall we did for you? If you also want to react, then that be cool. Hashtag stay by plan, shall we did for you?
You can't do that.
I've done it.
So you can't do that.
I've done it.
No, you actually can't do that on the
It has been
podcast.
done.
I don't know who you think you are.
I'm him.
I don't know who you think you are.
Yeah.
We don't know, we don't know who you
Yard.
think
So if you can't tell already by the title of the episode,
Am I looking at the camera?
any camera you
Look at
want,
all the
or
cameras,
us,
this one,
or
that
any,
one.
Guys.
anywhere you like, you can look there. So yes, welcome back to Stay by Plan. It's a new episode. I feel like I'm going to laugh a lot.
you. For what?
Oh, I mean, there's some funny people in the room. You know what I mean? Even off camera, said people are funny. Funny people in the room.
That's
So
true. That's
you
true.
understand? So we're about to have a great time. So yeah, today I don't even have shout outs. I just want to go straight into it.
I have one.
Oh, sorry.
Just one. Just one. I have to now scroll through the stay by plan.
Yeah, Semo.
Team.
The rest of us, we are ready. We take the job seriously.
New pre. I just want to say hi. Thank you so much for listening to the podcast.
New pre.
Don't worry about it. It's an IG handle.
Okay. I thought
She knows herself. We just want to say thank you so much for supporting the podcast. We love you and we appreciate you.
yeah, but I think you should give you a shout out.
Oh, of course. We have the one and only Ya in the studio, the number one fan of Stay by Plan. So she's going to prove herself today. She's going to tell us what Zoo said at the 18th minute of episode 2 in season 2.
Like,
we do that here.
because me, I don't even know.
Okay. So let's get into it. We have the one and only
The one and
Mami,
only.
aka I can't pronounce your name. Me and Zoo were fighting
I
today.
say it's Jowoda.
I said
Pardon?
it's Jowodart.
Let me
Where
just
is
cross my leg.
It's Jowoda.
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 Jowoda. Like
Jowoda.
Jowoda. Like Monday born. Jowoda. Yeah.
Ah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Like Ajwada.
Yeah.
Yo.
Uh-huh. Creative.
I was
Very
close.
creative.
Yeah.
I was close. So yes, welcome to Stay by Plan.
Thank you.
We know you
I'm
have
honored.
a podcast.
Hey, I beg.
Oh, yeah,
It's-
you do.
It's quite quiet.
It's
quite
not
quiet.
it's not quiet because we are listening.
Really, I
Mm.
beg.
Actually,
listening.
Just from my bedroom.
We're getting like some relationship advice and things.
yes.
Hey.
And how to be an influencer. I'm
Wow,
so
I-
educated.
I appreciate.
What the hell?
Seriously, I
Yeah,
do.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
So, what got you starting a podcast as well?
I like talking, and
It's true.
I feel like everyone was like, you should make a podcast because you're an influencer and everyone has a podcast and it's cool. But the thing was, I never really thought of it like, oh, I'm going to interview people. I was like, okay, I'm going to make a podcast and it's going to be me talking to myself.
Yeah.
And then like my little brother was like, you're talking to yourself throughout every episode. I'm like, yeah. And he's like, that's weird. And I kind of like made me not want to do it anymore.
Right.
So like I haven't really been posting. One, because I'm busy, but really I just feel silly because I'm like, I'm not interviewing anyone, but it's really helped me like clear my mind and like my thoughts and everything. So yeah, I just felt like doing it.
I like that.
Yeah, I think it's interesting. I think you should continue.
Thank you.
Yeah, because we enjoy it. So I think I want to
you.
hear more. So yeah.
I think I enjoy Stay by Plan.
Oh my
really?
God!
What?
Stop! Oh my God! I'm
To
shy.
be very frank,
Mhm.
I didn't know like you guys that well.
Mhm.
And I started listening to you when I got here.
Mm.
And I was like, wait, of course.
Of
They
course.
deserve the award. Like,
Yeah.
it makes sense.
Oh
Like,
my
you know what I'm saying? It
Come
makes
on.
sense.
Thank
So
you so much.
I love it.
Come
I
on.
love the authenticity. I really do.
Oh, thank you.
you.
I love that. So yes, how are you finding Accra, Ghana?
A crowd. I'm being received well. I like it. You
Yeah.
know, I came here for my grandmother's funeral.
Oh man, may she rest in
So,
peace.
Yes, thank you. But spent 1 week in Akosombo. I literally got back an hour ago.
Yeah, thank you so much for coming.
I appreciate. But it's treating me well. I feel like I'm back home, even though I've been gone technically for like 14 years. It almost feels like I'm a tourist now and I can't go anywhere. I don't know where anywhere is.
Yeah.
I feel very American-y. What did they say? What, diaspora babe?
Yeah.
So, but I'm enjoying it. I definitely feel like I should be coming often. I feel like I should be coming every year. So, if God permits, I will be coming every year. So, yeah.
So, what caused the whole move from when did you move out of Ghana and like what has your life been like ever since you moved out of Ghana?
So I moved out of Ghana in 2010. My dad was like, we're going to America. And it was like, he told us like a couple months before, but we never took it seriously because
South African dad say you are going to America.
like it felt like one of those like fun, oh, you're going to America, yay, you know. And then like maybe like 2 weeks, he was like, let's start packing. And
serious.
I had like a whole existential crisis because I was like, this is the only life I know. Like, I'm like 12. I barely have friends and I'm trying to make friends. Now I have to go to a whole country it's going to be so much worse. And my dad was, okay, so initially he was invited by the White House because my dad worked for Joy FM for like a really long time.
A long time, yeah.
So he did that, and then there was a program where he was invited by the White House, and then he got the opportunity to file for us. And then like, yeah, that was everyone. At the time, it was like everyone wants to come to America. It's the American dream. You know, who doesn't want to come to America?
Who doesn't?
But it didn't make sense to me as a kid because I was like, I didn't know what was waiting for me over there. And it was just like scary. It was, but I feel like everything happens for a reason, you know. I feel like I haven't lost my Ghanaianness, and through everything, I'm still like cultured and everything. I don't find myself like oh, I'm so much better than my friends and family who are still here. And like it happened. And I have a twin brother, but for him, his experience is different because he was happy to move, like in a way that like he was quiet here, but when he went over there, he became more extroverted and made more friends. But for me, I just shut down. I became really introverted, and I was actually bullied. Yeah.
Oh, okay, that's interesting.
For a couple of years. And then I guess uni was when I started being myself again. And so I'm happy to be back.
Yeah, that's really interesting.
So, I like you mentioned that you haven't lost your Ghanaianness, and I see that because the first time I saw your videos, I thought you were here because you were giving. I should say it in a Ghanaian accent and then add like some slur to it, so it sounds like a Ghanaian who's trying to say something in an American way, which I found very interesting. And so when I realized that you don't live in Ghana, I was like, yo, this is quite.
When I first started, they tried to chew me.
I was about to ask
because so here's the thing: if you haven't have no first-hand experience of how I twerk, you will think that I am. There's two. One, you will think that I am an American trying to sound Ghanaian.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And then the second one is you will think that I'm a Ghanaian trying to sound American. And the American sounds that's trying to sound like Ghanaian is what everyone thought. They were like, oh, this girl's a fake Ghanaian. Oh, what does she know about Ghana? She's making fun of Ghanaians. And it really hurts my feelings because I was like, that was not my intention. I'm fooling. Like, I'm just fooling for fun. Like, this is my vibe. Like, it doesn't really mean it's not that deep. But then, I don't know. I guess they started liking. They're like, oh no, like maybe she's kind of funny.
Yeah.
So,
maybe she's very funny.
A little bit, you know. But yeah, a lot of my friends from primary school, they're like, we don't remember that. Like, we don't remember you. Like, we don't even know when this happened because I was like really shy. And I feel like moving to America helped me open up more and be like myself.
So with other creators, actually Americans who try and sound African or Ghanaian or whatever, how do you feel about that? Because people get really upset by that.
I feel like that is very it's hard to watch.
Yeah.
And I feel like it's a whole industry that people are trying to work through, and it's like very marketable. because people eat up that stuff. Like, especially in America, when you do some small, like, they're like, oh, this is so funny. Like, we like this because they don't have an experience of what a true African is and how we're supposed to sound. So I feel like they just eat that up, but I don't like it. And I feel like they try to put me in that box. And I'm like,
they all
that's
have
not
this
me.
generic accent. Like everybody has the same accents. I don't know. They're trying to be like Eastern African.
Yeah, the Eastern African one.
Do you remember when Josh Too Funny had this trend where it's like, "Don't leave me, don't leave me," and then the Americans started doing it, and we were all doing it with some African. I was like, "Yo, what's going on, guys?"
It's that Ugandan twang. Like,
Exactly. And you kind of apply it to the whole Africa. Yes, it's a bit weird.
I would rather die than ask Sue what exactly he uses for his hair. One thing I actually hate is how he's always flipping his hair around, especially like when we go out. He's always doing this and doing that. Today I want to do my hair up. I'm actually over it. I am. Before every episode, Zoo is always on some pretty boy thing, spraying his hair and doing all these fancy stuff. And I just don't get it. I actually don't.
I don't even do anything crazy. Like, I'm just getting ready for the episode. It's not that deep. I've been seeing her look at me from across the room, from the corner of my eye, and the way she looks at me, she wants to ask me something, but she can't ask me. I don't know why she can't just ask me, bro.
He's always using these products. There's something about those products, 100%.
This is what I've been using. This is the hair growth oil for all hair types. And this is the Mino hair growth butter, again, for every type of hair. But I'm going to get her some, so it's fine.
So one thing about me is I hate when people like pass comments about my hair.
I have a gift for you. Something to help you in your struggles.
It says Mino Cosmetics, and I think we should just unbox it together because this is a clarifying shampoo and this is a conditioner and it smells really good. Hair growth oil, hair growth butter. The products are 100% natural, 100% vegan. I mean, it's Zoo.
So this is my newest addition to my collection. This is a derma roller and this is beard oil. As you can see, it's starting to look a little luscious, just in time for December. So get your Mino Cosmetics beard kits on their website. Head over to minocosmetics.com. We have a promo code. It's SBP10. SBP10. That stands for Stay by Plan. And you can get 10% off on the products on the Mino Cosmetics website. It's valid only for 30 days. And guys, Black Friday is coming up. Their pre-sale starts on the 17th of November. You can get up to 35% off on products on the Mino Cosmetics website. Just go to minocosmetics.com. Pre-sale starts on the 17th of November.
How about the opposite? When Africans try to sound American, right?
Yes. Have you guys seen this video of this Nigerian chef who's making a goosey stew on TikTok? Have you guys seen that video?
No,
Oh my God. I think I just have to play it for you. I'm sorry. I can't do his accent. His accent is different.
What's like me? Do you have it saved somewhere?
Yeah, someone sends it to me. It's my DM. I'll open my DM for you guys.
Ooh.
That's how much I care about you guys.
Ooh.
But I want to tell you guys a story. So you know how I said talked like that?
Yeah.
It's actually from my mom because she, true story, mommy forgive me. She grew up in Kenya, right? And I don't know if you guys have heard a Kenya accent.
Yeah.
When they talk, it's like what? What? Like it's very like enunciate D,
Right.
and that's how she talks. And so like whenever I'm trying to act like an African mom, it kind of comes out. And that's where low-key people be like, you kind of sound a bit East African. I'm like, it's my mom. I'm mocking my mom.
Yeah.
So
Wow, that's interesting. That's
fun
actually
fact,
very interesting.
y'all.
Okay, listen to
Hey
this.
chef, if you could have one last meal before you die, what would it be?
It gotta be the egusi soup, straight from Nigeria, man. Come on, let's go. First thing, half cup of palm oil. Now we gotta slice some onions. Put our sliced onions, mixed peppers, bell peppers, habanero, and some onions. Gotta go into the blender.
So yeah, basically, like he does this for the whole video. In the comments, they're giving it to him.
Yeah.
That why
Because,
do you why are you trying to talk? Why don't you just talk like? Because it's obviously like an accent that he's put on.
Yeah.
So they're giving him So I guess that's the reaction to people
Yeah.
who put on an accent. Yeah.
But I feel like that's a common African accent. Like we try to force, like, have you ever heard an African who does not speak English, like they are trying to
With the laugher.
force the R, like words, like, okay, like the Bobrisky
yeah.
vibe, like it's like
yeah,
almost like we try to sound more American, but we sound more African.
yeah,
Yeah, I get what
because
you
it's
mean.
so obvious.
Yeah,
I
I feel like we really don't realize that too.
yeah. So now you're huge on the internet. Like
very.
You are a
people,
sensation.
people around the world are watching
I'm
you.
honored.
Several thousand followers. So
God.
do you do that all day? Like, are you just in your room like?
Oh gosh.
Yeah, like-
the question, do I work?
Do you work?
Do you work?
Oh,
you have a
God.
job.
No, I'm taped to my bed.
Yeah.
And then I have somebody actually who comes to my room and lets me go to the bathroom and eat. No, just kidding. No, fun fact, I work 12 hours
Ooh,
at the
wow.
hospital.
Yeah, I knew you were like a nurse or something.
Yeah.
I'm an avid follower. I know.
Yeah, I work with. Ooh,
Yeah.
I like that. So I work with like people with mental illness, like schizophrenia, dementia,
That's so
and
interesting.
I work the night shift. So in the day, Jowodar, and then
night?
at night, and then at night, I'm like a patient safety tech.
Oh,
So
wow.
yeah, that's what I do currently. That's how I pay my bills. So.
Yeah. And then your portrayal of characters. So first of all, do you have like set characters in your mind for your videos, or you just do what comes to mind?
Fun fact, I'm a dreamer. So like when I go to sleep, like I'm like
That's
Joseph.
what's in your
Whoa.
I'm not even making this up, guys. True
Zoo is
story.
going to laugh at you, but I get it.
No,
No.
true
I was like your dreams must be funny because if this was in your dreams.
no. And you know what's so crazy? Before this whole TikTok thing started, I had a dream that I was in a room with, what's this girl's name? Selena Gomez.
Serious.
And we're playing with Barbies. Like, this is so random, like Selena Gomez, like what the freak. And yeah, and then the next day I made this video that was so silly and everyone's like, oh my God, we like it. And then that's how it happened. And
How long has it been?
2 years.
2 years.
2.5 years.
It
Yeah.
hasn't been that long at all.
Yeah.
So, because I feel like there's some characters, like for example, the mother, like this mother that you play,
Yeah.
that asks questions every time you do that character. I'm
No,
like,
it's so spot
are you in my
on.
house? How do you know?
Is that how your mom is? Or
No.
So how do you know?
Okay, so it's like a combination of multiple women. Most of them are, I would say, through the creative direction of God. They just come to me. I don't know. It's just, I don't know. It's like method acting.
Yeah.
And I've always known that I wanted to act, you know, but, you know, I come from a family that's like, be a doctor, be a lawyer. So this is how I channel
Yeah.
my, you know, and I don't know. Sometimes I write scripts. So I write it down and everything. And then I pretend it like, you know, I act it out myself.
Right.
And I have a roommate and then I live with my brother. So they think I'm crazy. Like one time, fun fact, I was dressed in my uncle gear and I ordered DoorDash, just like Uber Eats.
Yeah.
And then I was picking it up and I made eye contact with my neighbor with my mustache
Ah!
and my cap. And it was so awkward and I never showed my face ever again. It was quite scary. But yeah, no, like I write down lots of stuff. I feel like over the years I've gotten better at it. Always like that kind of stuff. But I feel like when I was younger, I never had the room to do that. Like I never was like, oh, I'm going to do theater. Because like I come from a very conservative family and you know, my dad is like, you're going to medical school to be a doctor and you know. So a lot of people also say like it's immature, like but it's really just me
fun,
having fun.
Yeah.
Like it has nothing to do with who I am as a person.
Yeah.
And when people meet me, they're like, you're like mature. And I'm like, what did you expect me to be like? Act like a child or something?
Maybe that's the thing that that's how you are all the
It's
time.
my medulla. Like I have to explain. Like it's not normal like everybody else. Like when I get to that place of creativeness,
Yeah.
I don't know, nothing can stop me.
Do you feel like it's also a sort of escape for you from your job? Because working with people with mental health issues can be tough. It sounds like it's a tough job.
Yeah.
Yes, it is an escape for me. It's very difficult. And I found that I can't escape like who I am because I used to really not like this version of myself, like the goofiness and the funniness. And sometimes at work, I make my patients laugh when I do accents and stuff and they like it. So it's like an escape for me because it's a very sad place. Our hospital is very sad and, you know, working in healthcare is not easy, especially with people with schizophrenia, because they have up and downs and the sundownness. So there's people who like stay up all night, they don't sleep, and experiencing that can have a toll on you. Because there was a time when I first started doing this job where I'll come home every morning and sleep all day, and that's why I'm always in my bed, because after work I'm sleeping, and as soon as I wake up, I have to record something because I just had a dream. And I just had a vision of what I want to say. And it makes no sense to me at the time. But I'm going to say it. And then everyone's like, this is so funny. This makes so much sense. And I'm like, how? How does this make sense? You know?
It's very relatable. There was one that I saw recently where I think it was your uncle character. By the way, I think you should give them names if you haven't already. You should give them names. So let's say Uncle Ebo.
Like that.
And he's like talking to, you set the camera up high, so it's like he's talking to a tall
guy.
A tall guy.
Yeah.
Like, do you play basketball? I'm like, oh my god, it's my childhood.
Right.
Because people used to ask me that all the time when I was growing up. Because I had like a growth spurt, and then every day somebody would see me. So do you play basketball? Wow, that's so wow. And I'm just like, yo, that was so relatable. So, I don't. It's just interesting to me that you don't base them off necessarily of like actual people.
It's actually inspiration from God. That's like
well, I was kind of like exaggerating a bit, but I wanted to add and say that I do like it's mostly, I'm a visual person. I have a wild imagination as well, so experiences like what I've seen, like going to the parties, African parties, seeing the uncles and the dads, Nigerian movies, Ghanaian movies,
little things.
And like I've always wanted to do like get into filmmaking and that kind of thing, because like always conceptualizing and seeing things from other people's points of views has always been my thing. And like not doing it in the typical way that everyone would want to see, because you know when people say African mom, they want to do the I'll beat you, that like typical, you know, and something that I relate to and like my own experience, like what me like growing up, what I would experience, you know. So yeah,
I'm there because I just remembered the one about the tattoo. Oh gosh! So did you see that one? There was one. It's like a mother, like you're just casually like with your mother having a nice conversation. You slack and you take your top or something off, and she sees the tattoo, so she's like, "What's that on your back?" He's like, "Remove your hand," and it's like so spot on. It's like dragon. You got it, a dragon. Like it's so spot on, and everything is just like very, very, very funny. So let's talk about the Adoa dance. Like, are you a card? And like, who taught you? Like, why?
Like, did you actually learn how to do this, or you're just finessing it?
Fun fact. Another fun fact. I am a dancer.
You are.
And thank you. When I was in university, I was part of the dance team. You know, the African Student Association. So I've always liked dancing. And like one day I was like, I don't know which video it was. I think it was the Ariel mermaid one, where I was like, if Ariel had legs.
I'm dead.
I think that was the one that really pushed the Adoa far.
Oh my god.
You know why?
Oh my god.
Because I remember Googling how to correctly do Adoa. Yeah.
How to what?
Correctly do Adoa.
Right.
And I Googled it to get it right, so I could do it for the video.
That's one of the funniest videos I've ever seen in my life.
No, you have to understand also, like, you have to use your own experiences as a creative to make things make sense for you.
Yeah.
You can't say, oh, I'm Ghanaian. No one. Ariel is in Ghana and she has legs.
Charlie.
And she's doing Adoa. And it makes so much sense, because if Ariel was Ghanaian, she would be doing Adoa.
Why?
Why
would she be doing Adoa?
Legs, it's cultural, it's traditional.
I was like, it was so, I'm like, of all the things that she would be doing if she had legs, why is she doing Adoa?
Okay, it could have been Azonto.
And it was like your facial expressions, bro.
But you see, I get how funny. Like Azonto is like a very predictable thing to do.
Yeah. Adoa was perfect. Yeah.
Because Ariel is from AD 1500s.
Right?
So basically, she's going to be doing something from that time, culturally. Am I right?
Oh,
yeah.
So fair. That's
but I'm a Kuapim though. I'm not. I guess it's a subgroup of Akan people, but I'm a Kuapim, and my mother is a Guan. So yeah. Not Ashanti. A lot of people think I'm Ashanti because I do Adora.
Because of the
Yeah,
Adora.
yeah, that's what it is. Yeah, and I guess sometimes you say like a few tree things, so people's
My
minds go
tree is
there.
bad though.
But you're doing
but
amazing.
Eating a country properly. So the country, it sounded like crazy. I'm one of those American people.
Like, you don't want to hear their tree for nothing.
Yeah, but I understand it very well. But
Yeah.
speaking it, I don't. Yeah.
Would you say the video that blew you up was like Ghanardt?
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 Hey, are you from Ghana?
Am I from Ghana? Ghana. Doesn't ring a bell. Ghana? No. I grew up in the
I saw someone call you.
I've never been to Ghana before. No. Yeah, I grew up here. Never been to Ghana.
Somebody called
No.
you.
A Queer. Is that a Ghanaian name?
Yeah.
Doesn't ring a bell. Sorry. Not from Ghana.
Oh, the school bag.
Yeah,
The Ghana African
yeah,
bag.
like she doesn't know. I don't know where. Well, like that was for me. That was it. I feel like that's the one that just boom. Because it was also around like December, I think.
Right.
Yeah, when Ghana is always like a topic
The
around
art
December.
thing.
The art thing actually kills me.
Yeah,
It kills me.
yeah.
Shout out to
Yeah.
Mesma because my friend is always doing it and it's just funny.
So, like, fun fact: the Ghana video doesn't have that many views. It's like, I don't remember how many, but it doesn't have that many views. The one that has many views, the one I was like, hey, what did I say? Cry. Ring my phone. What did I say?
It's funny.
Hello. What did I say? I said something like, hello. Are you calling? Something like that.
It's funny that you didn't remember. That was
Oh my gosh, what the freak is happening? And I was like, I like that song. If you go to my TikTok, I pinned it. Yeah, that one had like 1 million likes and some million views.
Give me all your numbers so I can phone ya. Hello. Yummy. Hello. I like that song.
So I feel like the Ghana video blew up because that was like the first video Ghanaians saw of me, and they were like, okay, she's Ghanaian, because I think every video before that, really, it was hard to tell if I was Ghanaian.
Yeah.
Because I never really spoke Tree or did anything. And I find that was why people found it hard to get used to me, because they were like, we don't know if she's pretending to be Ghanaian or she's Ghanaian,
Yeah.
And the South Africans accepted me even before Ghanaians did.
Aww.
Yeah, they did.
That's dope. Yo, but where'd you get a Ghana bag from?
Okay, can I just say that the Ghanaian bag is actually mine?
Yeah,
Like,
you
That
Actually-
character is me. I embodied me. Like, this is from my past. That's yeah.
So you actually use the
The
bag?
Ghana, I used to. Now it's in a thrift store. I
Oh,
gave it to.
Wow.
Yeah, but
That's
I'm gonna
crazy.
buy another one. Because
You should, yeah.
I have to do a part two.
Yeah.
You have to. You actually have to. So, what are your hobbies like outside creating? Do you like? I think you like to cook.
Yeah, for myself. I like singing. I sing at church from the age of 10, 11. I play the piano a little bit.
Oh, nice.
If you've ever caught one of my worship lives,
I
I'm always
have.
on live. Yeah,
I have.
Sing, I love Jesus.
Yeah.
Yeah, dancing, cooking. I like K-drama.
Okay.
So I watch a lot of Korean drama. What else? Writing, drawing. I can draw very well. I used to draw like anime and stuff.
Oh, wow.
Zoto is an artist.
Oh, dope.
But I don't think I'm
Nice.
on your level.
Nah, that's all you. What else? I like fashion. What do I do when I'm not doing TikTok?
Working.
Working.
Sleeping.
I work a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, I work a lot.
Interesting.
So yeah.
Do you think you could ever be vegan?
Asimu. You have brought the matter up. I have a bone to pick with you. A bone.
If I were vegan, that means I would have been kidnapped and taken to Togo
What?
and been tied in a room, and the door is chained, and they've put vegan food in front of me, and they put a gun to my head and said, if you don't eat, that will be the end. Okay, can I just say this? One time I tried vegan food. It was fried chicken sandwich, but it was oyster,
Uh-huh.
and I didn't know.
Mm-hmm.
And I ate it.
Uh-huh.
My stomach was giggling.
Yeah?
Yes,
Who made it?
some soul food place in my town.
So it wasn't like black people.
Yeah,
Hey,
and it was too much seasoning.
you have to come to the Ghana.
They were trying to put too much seasoning to make it like taste like chicken, so it made it worse. It tasted like wasn't nice.
I mean, yeah, I guess, having a bad experience can put you off. But I've been seeing you some 1 or 2 videos where you're talking about.
Okay.
Explain. Did they ever, first of all, did people actually ever like move to you like, yo, why are you saying that?
First of all, I made 2 videos about vegans and I left it alone. The vegan community, I even had to pay some type of bribery so they leave me alone. Because they were on my neck. Because, okay, I made the first video, I was like, I don't even know what I was talking about, but I guess I bashed them a bit. But sometimes people need some bashing. And they came for me. And I said my piece and I was like, handle that with Peter, not me. But I will say this. I can be a pescatarian. I like fish. I like salmon. I like tuna.
Okay.
I can actually be a pescatarian for like maybe 5 months.
That's very specific. 5 months is very specific.
No, because I could. I just can't be vegan. I have low energy. Like sometimes when I don't go throughout the day and I don't eat chicken or egg.
Egg.
I feel like I'm just really tired. I feel like I need to have some type of protein.
I see.
In meat form.
Not beans form.
No plates.
I think you always have the question that you ask everybody. I think you should ask your question.
I want to know, you mentioned that you're from like a conservative family and everything, and you are online, fooling, messing around. What's the support like from your families, and like are your parents okay with it? Like,
okay. So my mom just became okay, like literally an hour ago. And then my dad doesn't understand. He's really happy when I get invited to host at places, and he's like, okay, wow, they're paying you to host. Like, and it's like a full circle moment because my dad was like used to host stuff.
right.
And he did radio and everything. So it's like he really didn't want me
What's
to
your
do
dad's
that.
name, if you want to say it?
Okay, he don't always say Jonathan. I say it too. He worked for Joy FM. Probably don't know him.
Me, I don't know.
He goes by
I'm
Pastor
young.
Jonathan. Yeah.
I'm young, so I don't know, but I'm sure
So-
people know.
Yeah, like if your parents in their 40s, 50s, he used to have
I
a
can
show
hear the viewers
called,
like,
what is it called? The Super Money Show.
Yeah,
What's like-
Super Money Show. Yeah.
Yeah, he used to host that show.
That's
so,
Oh, that's dope.
yeah.
Yeah, so you were saying full circle moment.
Yeah, so like my dad didn't want me to do that. He felt like, oh yeah, like one time I was having a conversation where he was like, you're joking, you're not a joker. Why are you joking like that? Joking. A lady, like you should be joking, like, people should see you as like,
A lady.
you shouldn't be doing this and but it was very hard for me not to be me because mentally I feel like comedy kind of saved me in a way because growing up I didn't really have that many friends and I didn't really know how to channel my personality.
Yeah.
And I really felt like in my head, like I used to like talk to myself and stuff, like didn't really talk to people. And so whenever I got to a place where I could fully be myself, and my parents were like, you should stop. Like they wanted me to delete my TikTok.
Right.
They were like, stop this, just delete it. Like
At that
this.
point, how many followers do you think you had?
50,000.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
Delete.
no, they wanted me to delete it because they were having people calling them. They're like, your daughter is fooling on TikTok. Somebody said I was twerking on TikTok.
Oh,
First of all, I don't twerk. I do a Jowodart. And that is not the same. Yeah. And what's so funny is that my mom has never seen any of she's seen some of my videos, but she hasn't seen my videos because she wants peace. And so what everyone says is like this like wild imagination. She's like, oh my goodness, this is
Right.
But she's finally realizing like, no, this has to be good because if people's parents are like saying, hey, your daughter hey, do you make money? Like, you're doing well. It's like, okay, it must be good.
Hi guys, today I'd like to share our biggest hack ever, Dr. Dogood. Let me explain. Dr. Dogood is a healthcare application.
With Dr. Dogood, you can book healthcare services on your phone with just a few taps. Whether you need virtual consultations, home care, in-person clinic visits, medication management, Dr. Dogood has everything you need on their app and website. Dr. Dogood is all about providing the right healthcare for everyone because everyone deserves quality and convenient healthcare.
So download Dr. Dogood today from either the App Store or the Play Store and experience impeccable healthcare today. Dr. Dogood, the right care when you need it most.
Yeah, but do you make money? It must be good.
Let me be very frank and real with you. I just started making money. Like, I've been doing this for like 3 years and I started making money like literally like 4 months ago.
Right.
And at first I thought I was like blacklisted or something. And I'm like, I can't be blacklisted. I'm not even that big. Like, if you look me up, you'll see my net worth is 1 million. That's what they said. They said my net. I didn't even know that. I didn't.
Charlie, who has been doing these network
I
things?
said you can Lori. So I think for me, like this whole year, I've been like thinking about financial stuff, money and everything, because I'm like, I don't want to do this and not make money from it.
Yeah.
And like God has been opening doors for me to make money, like through hostings. And when I go back to America, I'm doing a university hosting and they're paying me. So I get paid from like hostings, ads, stuff like that. But TikTok, as in TikTok, the app, they don't pay much.
Really?
No.
Oh, it's just they pay, but it's not a lot.
Like, they don't pay at all.
You have to go live, and have people actively give you gifts.
Yeah. If you're not doing like, if they're not gifting, you're really not gonna get paid.
Yeah. Oh, that's crazy.
It's the ads and the brands.
Yeah.
And I feel like a lot of my influencer friends tell me, they're like, oh, you should market yourself properly, like do the vlogs and like do like, oh, get ready with me, and I like fooling too much. It's very difficult for me to channel that. Like when I make a video, I just want to be me, relaxed. Like, I don't want to be, get ready with me to eat banku. Like, oh, let me wash my hands. Oh, get ready to go do my nails so I can eat banku. Like,
I resonate with you 100% because I find those videos very difficult to make.
Yeah.
Because you're sort of like, you have to be a certain type of character.
Yeah.
Because you can't casually be like, okay, so I'm going to wear my dress and I'm going like they want this kind of standard that it just seems very long. So you're just like, why should I even do that? So I want to touch on your Christianity thing. Seeing as you are in the United States, very like the land of the free. Is it the land of the free or the land of the brave?
both
Free and brave. How have you been able to move within this field of content creation while still like being Christian? And then what kind does it affect the kind of brands you work with? Does it affect the kind of content you create? Stuff like that.
Fun fact, the first type of people that support me is the LGBTQ community. And one thing about me is I'm such an open person that if I'm such a very comfortable person that you can literally not be Christian and have a conversation with me and like tell me your views and be so strong about not liking Christians, and I'm not going to say anything bad to you. And I find that it has been easier being a Christian and navigating this influencing thing because I don't come from a place of like, oh, you're doing something, oh, you should come, God doesn't like gay people, And I feel like sometimes even when I'm on my live and I'm singing worship and they're like, oh, I'm not a Christian, but I like this. And I feel like because also when people genuinely like you for who you are, they like everything that you do.
Yeah.
So it's been okay. It hasn't been bad. I mean, there are people who are like, who say mean things sometimes, or like sometimes when I'm serious and I'm talking about God and they come and they like, hey, is she for real? Like, is she playing around? Stuff like that.
Yeah.
Okay, that's nice. I mean, now you've come to Ghana and you're doing Oasis gatherings and things. Gatherings and things.
Procedures.
Yeah, tell us about that though. How did that go?
Okay, so this guy, I don't know if you guys know you to feel the vibe.
Some
You
guy
dey feel
be.
the vibe. I dey feel the vibe.
I saw him on TikTok. Yes.
Yeah,
Let me
we've seen
tell you-
him before.
Yeah, let me tell you the story. So once I was on TikTok and I was scrolling and I saw this guy on TikTok jumping, and I said, who is this guy? He has so much energy. He's so
Yeah.
happy. He loves God and he's young, and it's like, oh my goodness, this is so cool. So then I followed the page and I saw the band and I was like, wow, this is amazing. So then I followed him. He followed me back. I was like, oh my God, you're so cool. He was like, okay, you're cool too. And then we became friends. And then, he allowed me to, be a part of this amazing opportunity, this program, this event, which I'm very excited to be a part of. And yeah, that's how it became.
Have you guys done it already?
No, it's
No.
this weekend, but
Ah,
this episode will
Yeah.
come
Yeah. Okay. The episode
yeah.
come out after
out
that.
after
Yeah.
it's done.
Yeah.
All right. I thought it was last weekend.
No,
No,
they are
it
now
is-
about to do it.
It's Saturday.
He always is guy.
Are you going to be there? You guys going to be
I'll
there?
do my
Saturday,
best.
yeah. Now we can be there. No, because we're not recording.
Oh
on
yeah.
Saturday.
Okay. Yeah. Saturday.
Yeah.
Who come? Who come?
Yeah.
Who come? Who come? Always is guy.
Yeah. But I'm excited. Like wherever I get to, celebrate Jesus, talk about. And the thing is, like, sometimes people do things because their parents want them to do it. Like my dad's a pastor too, and so sometimes people assume, oh, because you're a pastor's daughter, you're doing this, you're talking about
Yeah.
God. Like, but I went through a season where I was like really not proud to be a Christian and felt like I needed to live two lives. And so for me, it's very important for me to talk about Jesus because he's done so much for me, and in the way that I know how to, not in like a typical traditional way. There's some Christians who don't like my content because they're
Yeah.
like, hey, you're fooling, you're joking, like, pick one side. Like, what are you doing?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
know, right?
Yeah.
They always want you to pick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And there's like, they'll judge you and like, hey, your skirt is tight and your buttock is
Sure,
is
you
showing.
pierce your
and,
nose.
hey, that one, you pierce your nose.
Yeah.
Why have you pierced your nose? And you're a Christian and
I'm crying.
all kinds
yeah.
of stuff,
Yeah.
And I'm like, I'm myself, whether you like it or not.
Mhm.
This is me. Like, I'll always be proud to be who I am. I don't delete any of my videos ever. Like,
I was about to ask you that. Oh, okay. Well, if you posted a video and you don't delete it, what about when you are recording and so you make a TikTok like this one and call you, let me not post it.
Oh,
Do you ever
yeah.
have that?
yeah.
Yeah.
But sometimes I just post it. I think most times I just post it because there's always an audience for everything. That's what you have to realize with TikTok and content. And if you want people to see that you're an authentic person, you should not try to edit anything. And I mean, just let it, you're happy about it, whatever, but don't try to edit it to please people or to try to be like somebody else, because people can tell when you're being fake.
Yeah.
They can tell when you're not being genuine. And with me, I don't get inspiration from any other influencer. I don't. I'm just myself in whatever I do.
But do you feel like people are kind of trying to copy you and stuff now? Do you ever see someone like, hey?
No. Oh my goodness. There was this one time I made a video and the person copied the exact thing. Like, it was
Copy
like,
and
because
paste.
my skits are like the most, it's uniquely different. Like, so I
Yeah.
saw it, I was like, and this was someone that I follow, like we are mutuals, like, and it pained me because I was like, why would this girl do that?
Yeah.
But then I realized that no, like, you're the blueprint in what
That's
you do.
right.
Like, be proud of it. If people copy you, it's because they're inspired by you.
Yeah.
And if people copy you to try to take away whatever your glory or whatever, they can never do that because it's only one you.
Yeah, it's you.
So
I mean, people will see them and be like,
This is
are
very.
you not copying? Like, this is not your thing, you know what I mean? So,
Very Jowodart.
people
yeah.
try to also like tag me in. There's this niche of like talking, the style of videos that I do. Like, there's this niche of people who do it's like talking really loud and in a different accent that they do. It's like in a mocking way, and it's always like the and people would tag me, they're like, Jowodart, look at this. This person's trying to be like you.
Yeah.
And I'm like, no, they're being like them. That's not
Yeah,
me. Like,
that's not you.
Yeah.
don't associate me with that. Like, and even with like the accent thing, like the D thing at the end, like I've seen big influencers who use it all the time and they,
Yeah.
and they don't say anything, and I'm fine with that because I'm like, if you're an influencer, if you're doing something, remember that you're going to be influencing everyone, even people who are influencers. You know, like even celebrities. You know, so yeah.
And speaking of celebrities, have you had any like celebrity interactions where you're like this guy knows me? I mean, besides 1,000 and people like that.
Yes, I've had a lot. I think the first one I had was the first one that I really remember was she's like a UK rapper, Bree something.
Bree Runway.
Yes, Bree Runway. And it's so funny, she didn't follow me. She DM'd me and she was in my request for like a week.
Serious.
And I was like, let's look at my request. And she's there with voice, like 3 voice notes. He's like, oh my God, I love you. You're so amazing. And I'm like, why? Like, what? You know, she's like, you're so funny. Like, and because she's Ghanaian too. And she was like, oh my God, like, keep doing what you're doing. And I'll have like celebrities send me voice notes and even like some Ghanaian celebrities that I'm cool with now because of all of this. But one person that do you guys know who Yeba is?
Yeba.
If you're musical, not to say you're not musical,
like YEBBA. Yeah, I know Yeba.
Okay, so like I grew up listening to her, like not like grew up, but like I've been a fan of her for years, and I know every song of hers.
Ooh,
and so one day I'm at work and I'm about to use the bathroom and I look and she's spamming me.
Eesh.
Like when I tell you this is the Holy Spirit, because the type of people that follow me are other people that I already love.
Yeah.
And so she's spamming me. She follows me. I follow her back. I'm like, you know what? Let me just wait. Let it marinate. I don't want to do like, oh my God, you know. I see a DM from her. I'm tripping. I'm like, what is this? Why is she DMing me? I'm calling all my friends. They're like, open it and see. She's like, oh my God, I love your content. You're amazing. We have a whole conversation. She's like, I'm buying lashes at CVS. I don't know which one to get. I'm like, are we friends?
Are we friends?
Is this real? Like, I don't know. Like, and like, I feel like I had to even like get through like having imposter syndrome, because there are many times where I'm like, do I belong to be like, am I supposed to be here? Like, I don't see how this makes sense. And also like, just not be like, I'm there but I'm not really there, because like I have the influence where I'm meeting all kinds of amazing people, but like the brand deals and, you know, the money and all of those things, I haven't reached there yet. So like there are times where I'm like, I'm questioning God. I'm like, God, what do you want from me? Like you're making me popular, but my bank account is I'm putting $10 gas in my car, because I'm like, this is what's gonna keep me for like a week, and I'm working so hard, and like I can't afford even to like take trips. And there was a situation that happened where I worked with a brand for like 5 months, and they had like a whole brand trip, and they didn't invite me.
Hey.
And this is like an American brand. Like I'm not gonna say because I don't want to sue me, but
come on.
They had a whole brand trip. They did not invite me for the brand trip, and it really hurt me. And I was like, do I have a right to be upset?
Yeah,
and I was like, yeah, I do, because I worked with this brand for a really long time, and it made me realize, like, at first I was like, is this some kind of like spiritual attack? I don't get it, because everybody knows me. Like, not even trying to sound braggadocious, but like I was like, everybody knows me, but the brands are not coming. I'm not, you know. And I even had one influencer who DM'd me, and she was like, you should start marketing yourself properly. She sent me a list of things to do. It was really insulting, and like, oh, you should stop doing this. She said you shouldn't chew gum. When she said when I'm making videos, I shouldn't chew gum. I shouldn't be sleeping in my bed so much. All kinds of stuff. And I always say, like, I'll always be like this, and I pray to God that I always be this humble, like, because I think that's what people love about me the most.
I was about to say, yeah, because if you were doing that, you wouldn't be where you are today.
Exactly.
On Stay by Plan and stuff like that.
Exactly.
Crying Zoo.
Award-winning podcast, guys.
Tell them. But on that topic, like, of staying true to yourself, I think you've done that really well. It's very admirable, because like you said, when people get to a certain level, they just change. You know, hopefully when the money comes, I know it's coming, so
in Jesus' name.
when it comes, I hope you can just stick to it, because that's why everybody loves you. You know what I mean? So
like she replies comments, she pins comments. Like, you've pinned my comment before.
But you are somebody too.
No, you are the best.
Oh,
Oh my god.
yeah.
Yeah, like you interact with like your
I do.
fans because we are fans. And I think that's what makes it even much more like fun or much more interesting because you would like it, we'll comment, we'll say something funny, we see that you've liked it or you've pinned it.
Yeah.
And it just makes everything really fun. So before we wrap up, what are your plans for the future? Work wise, content wise, stuff wise?
Okay, so I want to get into filmmaking. I'm currently working on a short film, very low key.
Are you filmmaking
You heard it here
as a
first.
director or
Yeah.
okay?
I do want to do acting, but like that's like not my main focus right now.
Yeah.
Because I actually like moving things around and and fun fact, I really like Michaela Coel, if you're watching this. Big fan.
Me too.
Everybody
Would
plugging
love to
themselves.
work with you one day. Definitely that, and just grow on TikTok and Instagram, and if I get to interview as well, I'd love that, and be coming to Ghana often because I feel like I need to be here often, and a lot of my supporters are here, and I feel so much love when I'm here too, like just the support and even just being invited on this show, is amazing to me, and I really appreciate it. I can't wait to see what God has in store for me.
Yeah, and speaking about your supporters, would you say, comparing, let's say, the Ghanaians in Ghana to the Ghanaian diaspora and people from other places, who would you say are like your biggest supporters? Which group?
I would say between Ghanaians in Ghana and Ghanaians in, let's say, America, Ghanaians in Ghana support me more. Because I don't know why, but I just feel like my content relates to just the real Ghanaian. And also, Ghanaians in Europe support me a lot more too. I don't know what it is, but yeah, I feel like Ghanaians in Europe, Africans in Europe, they love being African.
I see that, yeah.
Yeah, they love being
it.
African.
Yeah, they love it so much.
And I feel like in America, it's not, people want to hide that. So, but yeah, like, I feel like Ghanaians in Ghana support me, and also in Europe as well. And South Africa. South Africans love my content. Like, so.
I love that. What about Nigerians?
Yeah. Some people think I'm Nigerian. One time I went live with this one Nigerian actor. He was trying to convince me that I was Nigerian.
He was trying to.
He was like, it's the way you carry yourself like a Niger girl, like because you are confident. I'm like, what are you trying to say? Lots of Ghanaian women are confident, so. Yeah.
Okay. So I think I've asked all the questions I have.
I have. Do you have questions for us?
How do you stay looking so beautiful?
Or is the Lord?
It's for the Lord.
I'm actually very shy, so I'm happy that you guys allowed me to be myself, and this was fun. Like, I felt really comfortable, and can't wait to see how it looks.
Oh, it will look amazing. You look amazing too. So thank you so much.
Thank you.
For joining
Mr.
us.
Vegan.
Yeah, that's
Vegan.
me. That's
Mr.
me.
Vegan, Mr. Vegetable.
Mr. Vegan.
Oyster
Oh my
chicken.
God.
Before we go, what song have you been listening to and who would you like to hear on the podcast?
Wow. What song have I been listening to?
Yeah, that you would like people to check out.
You can't say it if you feel the vibe. We're not allowed.
Oh my gosh, please.
But listen to that though. But like, give us another
Okay,
one.
this is an old song, right? And I sing all the time, but okay. I love that
Is it
song.
Kojenji?
Yeah, Kojenji. That's my wedding song.
Serious.
First dance.
2024.
Just dance.
2025 in Jesus' name.
5, okay.
Amen.
Wait, what year are we?
23. 2 more
Oh,
years.
Okay, yeah, that's okay. And then you said, what's the next question?
Who do you want to hear on the podcast?
Okay, we've already done one. Who do I want to hear on the podcast? Have you guys heard? Oh, actually. Oh God, this is such a tough question. There's so many people. Like, is it based in Ghana only?
Anywhere.
Anyway.
Beyonce, I will just text her say if you come. Don't worry, cry.
Honestly, Michaela Coel.
Yeah.
I feel like she would just be so comfortable and
So
she would have so much to say.
Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah.
Fun fact, she's friends with my uncle.
Oh, uncle.
So it's in the destiny. It's in the
Yeah.
destiny
This is
path
possible.
that I'm
Yeah.
supposed to.
What do you call that thing? 7 degrees of separation.
I've not heard that one.
Me too.
You are teaching. Teach.
Because
Basically, there's 7 degrees, at most 7 degrees of separation between you and anybody else on this earth. So let's say you and Beyonce. If someone knows someone who knows someone who knows someone who probably knows Beyonce, and he will not go past 7. It's a thing, 7 degrees of separation.
Wow.
You ever heard of it? I've tried it before and it actually works.
So 7 people away from Michael Jackson Zoo.
I don't say names, but I'll tell you after.
For Michael Jackson.
Yeah, because I know. I promise. And that one is only 3 degrees.
Michael Jackson.
It's only 3 degrees. I mean, he's dead, mom, but like it's only
Michael
3
Jackson.
degrees.
Why is he Afghanian?
Why? Do I only know Ghanaians or what? And do Ghanaians know people from America?
Drop your 7 degrees for us right now.
No, I don't want to do this on the podcast. I don't say people's names.
Don't be shy. Just go ahead.
I don't say people's names. But yeah, there's 7 degrees of separation between you and anybody.
Okay.
Wow, that's interesting.
So now yours will be 4 because you know me. You and Michael Jackson's before. So yeah, basically that was all to say that it's not hard to find.
So yeah,
Michaela and
we hope
people
to
like
see
that.
you soon on our podcast.
Soon. Award-winning podcast.
Thank you so much for joining us. I had a good time. It was nice to have a conversation with you as mommy, I guess. That's the people call you mommy.
Yeah.
As mommy, yes.
Yeah.
And just know what really goes on behind the scenes. And we wish you all the best. We are looking forward to more content.
Of course.
Yes.
Of course. I have like a week and a half in Ghana, so.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Bye.
Thank you.
Bye guys. Thank you for listening. Bye. This episode of Stay by Plan was hosted by Afi and Zoo. Production by Afi, Senna and Nikita. Episode was edited and produced by Zoo. Design by Senna. Photography and videos by Ellis Etonam and Now. Motion graphics by Eugene and the intro song is by Lil Kwaw.